Teddy's my son. He was just a happy, healthy little 2-year-old guy. And then in July of 2018, he had a headache and a little bit of vomiting. And anyways, it was a whirlwind, and the next day he was diagnosed with a large brain tumor. It's called a pielomyxoid astrocytoma, and it was causing hydrocephalus. So he needed to have emergency surgery at Yale, and the surgery really, affected him in a lot of ways. It left him with some vision issues. He's legally blind. He suffered from 2 post-op strokes after that. He lost function of his endocrine system, just different cognitive delays from all of that. In addition to the tumor, so he's been on different, chemotherapy protocols since that over the past 5 years. So he's really had a lot to deal with. Such a young age. He's 7 now. He's a tough guy. So after we got out of the hospital, Teddy, he did a lot of different outpatient physical and occupational therapies, and he also gets a bunch of services at school. I was nervous because 3 weeks and he can, he's been through a lot in his life, so I thought that he would be a little resistant. But the staff here are so good with working with him and pushing him and giving him that belief in himself and confidence to just, to be like other kids and to do what he can do. And it's not easy, but he's just made great. In the past 3 weeks, he's made more strides here than he has, over 5 years of outpatient physical therapy. And we haven't always been super happy with them. He just wasn't making a lot of gains. I feel like he was capable of a lot more than they were challenging him to do. So I had started to look for, a type of intensive program, and that's kind of how I found Breakthrough. He's jumping with 2 feet off the ground. He's running so much faster. He has a longer endurance for things, and he's just, he's confident and he's excited to do this stuff. And the first few days especially were hard, but but since then he's liked coming every day, and he's just really making gains, and it's exciting because he believes in himself a little more, and we're thrilled. He's definitely had big improvements in that, and I'm excited to see how he continues to improve, with his confidence and his mobility. And we're going home today, and he's like, but when are we gonna come back, So he's excited, and he loves going home every day and showing his aunts and uncles, what he's learned and what he can do now. And he's just super proud of himself. So I think that is such good motivation for him to keep trying to do things more independently. The coffee, no. No, the staff, everyone from our discovery visit, we started, we get monthly updates on different resources and things, because it's not just about the therapy, it's about the whole community of the different things, the struggles that kids like Teddy face, and there's so much to navigate, and you guys have been super helpful in helping with that and different resources, and there's just a lot of love here and care for these kids. It doesn't seem like a job. It seems like you guys just really care about the kids and you want them to be their best selves. And I always say to Ryan, the only one who cares about Teddy's long-term outcomes in the end are really just me and you. And we don't feel that way here. You guys want to see him succeed just as much as we want to see him succeed. And I don't want him to be a cute little, kid all the time. I want him to be self-sufficient and to be able to do things, and as much as he can do with, the bad luck that he's had. And we definitely feel that here. And you know how to push him, because he can be stubborn, and he's been through a lot, and he can be tough, but it was the perfect amount of motivation for him, and he pushed through it, and he's done great. I guess just that, we were nervous beforehand, because it is, it's a commitment, it's a time, and it's a financial commitment, but if you can do it, your kids deserve it, and it's different here. He's just made such gains, and the collaboration that you guys are gonna have with his home therapists, it's just setting him off on a better track to be able to do more things. And from the beginning, it's just been a great experience. You guys have been warm and welcoming, and like I said, there's the resources and the resources for the siblings, that we're gonna utilize for my other son, because, when you have a child with different challenges, it affects the whole family, and you definitely get that here. You know, my family would come in and watch him do his therapy. You know, you never feel uncomfortable here. It's just been a great experience. If they're on the fence, I think watch some of the patient stories and the amazing success that these kids have had, and just, you know, that it is really different. Because I think when you have a child who has special needs, you go down so many rabbit holes of trying to help them, and some things are successful and some things aren't. And with this, we had kind of thought about it for a while, and then after we had that discovery visit, we just felt comfortable, and we don't regret it at all. It was definitely a positive experience. Just that you guys give back to the community. I mean, that run that Christine has coming up is insane, but you know, there's just a lot of heart here that you guys care about this community, and you know, we came from out of state, you know, but we'll be coming back, and you know, there's the resources, you know, every month that you guys give out, and it's just a great community. It's a special place. Besides the equipment, I think it's like the caring of the therapists, and the real, you know, not everybody, you know, in a physical therapy injury is strictly physical. You know, it's a different, you're working with, you know, with children who have more complex needs, and I think that a lot of therapists or people aren't 100% equipped with that. It's a special population. As a parent, it takes, you know, special training that you don't really get. You kind of learn on the fly, but here you guys have that, and you'll push, and you won't just say, okay, you're tired, you know, we'll give you, you know, he gets breaks, but you know, there's that push. That's the belief that he can do it, and that makes him believe that he can do it too, and that's huge.